Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Elsis. Thank you for joining me today. It is December 24th and I hope that everybody is having a wonderful, stress-free holiday. Today I wanted to talk about another aspect on the relationship wheel, which is the series that I started a little over a month ago. Now today I'm trying something a little different. I do not have my usual dry erase shiny board behind me, but I do have that nice dartboard behind me. So hopefully that will still catch your attention. On that note, what I wanted to talk about today is responsibility and accountability. In a relationship, it can be with your coworker, your best friend, an acquaintance, your family members, or a relationship, romantic interest, etc. It doesn't really matter. But having responsibility and accountability is really something that lies within yourself. I am guilty of taking responsibility for other people's actions. I have apologized for other people numerous times. That's just kind of how I am. I have a personality default, I guess, where a bit of me is a people pleaser. Part of me there is an at. So, taking responsibility in a relationship, and acknowledge it. It's pretty much where you acknowledge every action and every word that you have said. You don't deny it. You don't pass the guilt to somebody else, etc. That means, yeah, I said that. Okay, I did. Yeah, sometimes you're going to make people mad. You're going to upset people when you take accountability. But in the long run, what it does is it makes other people have more respect for you for being honest and open, and actually it's a very good example to set, especially if you have children or other people who look up to you in your life, to practice that type of humility. I guess that's what it would be called, is, I did something wrong, I'm sorry, that was on me. That it's something that sounds simple, but at the same time it's very hard, because a lot of people, when they're being called out on things that they've done wrong, and they know subconsciously that, yeah, man, I messed up. Instead of accepting that, what they do is they divert it. They become angry. Well, I would have done this if you would have done that. And that is actually a very unhealthy trait for somebody to have, especially with having healthy relationships with other people around them, because what it does is it creates a wall, not only around the person who is in denial, but with the other people that they are interfering with, because that dude's a liar. I don't trust that guy. Who wants to be that person? So when you take accountability and responsibility for something, it's important to remember to act. Don't react. We are intelligent creatures, but at the same time, with all of our knowledge and all of our smarts and our advancements, we're emotional beings too, and it's really easy to get emotionally defensive when somebody calls you out on something. Or even at the same time, it's hard for you to admit that you've done something wrong, because there's a default in ourselves that we only want other people to know the great things about us. We want to seem, lack of a better terminology, godlike, untouchable, model citizens. So when you admit a fault, especially to other people around you in your life, that is releasing a vulnerability from yourself. It seems like it may be a bad thing, but in reality, we have been conditioned in society to shield our emotions and things like that, and try to be these perfect people. It's not going to happen. Perfection does not exist. The only perfection in life is the imperfection. Own up to your faults. I have messed up so many times in life. Like, I can't even begin to explain how many mistakes I have made. And you know what? I am getting better at saying, whoop, my fault. What I'm going to do from this, I'm going to learn. I'm going to try not to do that again. I'm sorry, especially when I hurt other people. It really resonates with me. It bothers me that I said or hurt people. And even to this day, there's people that I haven't been able to resolve with that I want to say I am sorry to. And it's really hard to be that humble towards people, but at the same time, it encourages them to let down those barriers that they have as well, because then when you're showing that with yourself, it encourages them to be that open with you. It creates a better relationship. It all breaks down to communication, but it's also with being aware, self-aware of yourself, your faults. You know, forgive people too, because they have faults as well. Nobody is perfect. This is the biggest thing to remember, is we are all human. We were not born with a guidebook on life. We are stumbling through it. We are tripping. We are getting up and making mistakes along the way, but we are learning. That's the important thing. I am glad to be making these videos. I am very passionate about sharing what I have learned throughout my life. And I'm hoping that this encourages other people to step forward and be better people themselves, and help encourage other people to become better people. Never be afraid to stand up for what is right. Never be afraid to speak your truths in your heart. It's what it all boils down to, is be good, do good, tell the truth, care about people, care about yourself. If we can learn to live in a world where there's more empathy, more understanding, better relationships, better communication, I really, truly think that our generations to follow can create a world better than it is right now. And I'm not even just talking about like with each other. We live in a world right now where we can connect with people across the globe at the touch of our finger. We have more connectedness than ever, and yet at the same time we are divided by all this diversity and the segregation. I hear people all the time, I take pride in my country, I take pride in my state. You know what? I take pride in our world, because we all live here together. This is our home. And it is amazing that we are all living here together right now. Let 2020 be the year where hindsight teaches us that we can live together and we can work together. As long as we communicate, we take accountability, we have trust in each other, we can bring out the best in each other. But it starts with you, with me, with everyone. Just one step. That's all it takes. I hope you guys are all enjoying your holiday, and I apologize for the rambling. I had a bit too much coffee this morning. I hope you all will join me later on for more videos. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, anything. I am constantly checking. I hope that everything continues to go as it's been, and until next time, you guys have a good holiday.